Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy post 4th. Let me just tell you. I'm in a little bit of a dilemma at the moment. I love all these swirls. And this is loose because mine doesn't fit where they say it's supposed to go. There's supposed to be a hole on one of these. And then it's supposed to snap in here somewhere. Or no, it goes like this. Oh, wait a minute. No, it goes like, it goes like that. There we go. Huh. Anyhow, all these spinny top things, I think are kind of like cheating the Legos a bit, because here's a real one, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I have the frame. I have the motherboard done. I have the motherboard attached to the frame. I have the swirls done. I have the background done. Now it stands up. I'm going to pull you out of here. Try not to make... Okay, when I pulled you out, I apparently cut the phone off. So anyhow, you see that little yellow plug right there? That plug goes right here. The only problem, and this is the big tree that goes in the front, and there's more branches to this that I haven't attached yet, but my plug is too shallow to fit into that little cubby hole that goes right there. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Right now, I'm just looking at it like this. I love the swirls and all this. I love that. These little top things that go up here are like cheater swirls of paint, but that's okay. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers to this swirl here, and it's stacked on itself, five layers deep. The thing that goes right here is catty corner, which that's the way it's supposed to be. I'm not sure I like that, but I guess he did do stuff like that. So I mean, the girl that, the medical robotics lady, that PhD student that designed this pattern, knows what she's doing, apparently. Except for, I'm sure she did this wrong, because I must be smarter than a medical robotics PhD student, right? Especially just doing my first Lego set ever. But I did most of this last night. We went on the boat yesterday, and we went with my sister, and we had hamburgers and coleslaw and baked beans and stuff like that. But it was so hot, so hot. Once the boat stopped, we were like, it's hot. And this morning I walked by myself with the dog at 6:18 because it was already 80 degrees and horrible humidity already. But my sister out in the Central Valley is getting 109. My friend too, she's trapped in between. She's west of Sacramento, or east of Sacramento, and west of Tahoe. She's right in this little foothill area. But she's caught with some of the updraft from the Central Valley there. And she's at 108, 109 also, which they have a huge fire going again in Oroville, which is northwest of her. But still, she's getting the smoke. And my sister says she can smell it down where she is, too, which is like an hour and a half south on a bunch of farm roads. But anyhow, so I did most of this last night. I attached the background to the motherboard, the mothership, this. And then you do this, which is weird looking, but okay. And then you start building. Oh, then you make the frame. And that was harder than you think. And then you start making all of these different layers. There's like 5 or 6 layers here. And then you attach all of these to things that you built. These little pieces that have hinges, not hinges, but they're kind of like a curved piece that has a backing. And then you attach all these to the backing. And then this guy is 2 or 3 layers deep. And then you attach another one of those little swirl things on the face of it. But not bad for the first try of Legos ever. 2,300 pieces. But the tree has me, no pun intended, stumped. Okay, I have stuff to add to my Van Gogh collection. I forgot I got this, actually. It was in the box. And I was going through the box with my sister yesterday, which there's not much in there. And I got this little tote bag in the little town of Sonora, which is a town right before you get to Yosemite, a town before you get to the last town. And they had this, and they only had 2 of them. My sister got one, and I got one. So, I mean, this Van Gogh thing was meant to be. So, today is wildlife, and I know what I'm going to do because I kind of pre-planned it on the computer. Well, not really. I just had the shape, which I need to cut out. I printed it on Procreate. I'm just going to do some Van Gogh birds, because why wouldn't you have Van Gogh birds? And I don't know where my good yellow scissors are. Oh, here they are. Because I'm going to need these. Okay. And I think the rest of this stuff, no, there's a couple little things. Oh, I did print this to make this, because one of you reminded me, don't forget to date your journal. Very important. I don't remember to do that a lot. So thank you for reminding me. And I just made, I love the way Allie Edwards is doing her daily life. Little labeling on her YouTube channel or whatever you call that stuff. So I did the same thing. I just put Junk Journal July, Van Gogh, and me. And then I put July 2024. So that needs to go here somewhere. I'm just going to put this up here. So wildlife. And I cut out 3 of these guys with the intention of putting like 2 facing that way and 1 facing that way. And I don't know what I'm going to do to the background yet. You don't know. But I hope everybody had a nice 4th of July. Now that it's, for you guys, 2 days past, 1 day past for me. And those in the United States. Those, because I have quite a few viewers outside the United States. But, they don't obviously celebrate 4th of July. So my husband and I are trying to figure out, we buy very, very cheap suitcases because the airports just destroy them. And I can't see paying a lot of money for nice suitcases when they're going to get thrashed around. And I try, except for like long trips, to not pack a big suitcase at all. I'm pretty minimalistic when I travel, try to be, because I want to save room for souvenirs. And not even souvenirs, like newspapers and things that I pick up along the way. Journaling supplies, art supplies. But I said, you know, we have a paid suitcase in the price that we paid. So I'm like, we might as well take a big one and not worry about trying to find a little suitcase on the last day of the trip, which we have done several times. And I hate doing that because you're wasting like the last day looking for a stupid suitcase. I did that in Vietnam, which we didn't waste it, but because we were in Sapa and a bunch of us bought suitcases up there because they were dirt cheap, like $20. And we all bought more suitcases. And then, like, my friend Carol and I, we kind of doubled. I put some of her stuff in my suitcase because she had a ton of stuff. And she bought a ton of stuff for her granddaughters. Tons. And so we kind of leveled it all out. And then when we got home, we kind of said, okay, this is all your stuff here. And but anyhow, I was like, well, I think there's another big red one that matches a smaller red one that we have up in the attic. And we have not been up in our attic for years because we have this space underneath our house that we kind of built out. And it's a lot steadier unless it slides downhill one day after an earthquake. But I went up in the attic. I'm like, I don't even remember this suitcase. We have one of those cheap plastic-sided ones that we took on a Viking cruise because it has Viking stickers all over it. And the last time we did that was down the Danube. So apparently, I'm like, okay, this will work. This will work. It'll probably only last one more trip, but it'll be fine. Because, I mean, right now they're having a heat wave, but their heat wave is like our 80 degrees. And we're leaving 100 degrees to go to 80 degrees on the very warmest days. So I was like, we'll have sweaters and stuff. We're going to have bulkier clothes than like what I took to California. All right. All right, we got all those little guys. Actually, it would have been easier to color them first, but oh well. I think I'm just going to color them with markers. Let's just do that. But I want to Van Gogh them. That's a verb. These are the Van Gogh birds, right? And this doesn't scream Van Gogh. Well, sort of it does, but you could do it with just dashes to get the effect that he used. But this came to me Wednesday night. I'm like, oh, that's what I'm going to do for wildlife. I try not to think ahead like that because I like the spontaneity and I like the paper to talk to me. I like the project to kind of dictate what it wants to do and be when it grows up. But sometimes I kind of force my own opinions on it. I'm going to throw a little tiny bit of green in there. Okay. That's good enough in a Van Gogh environment to say that's Van Gogh. Those are Van Gogh birds. Wait a minute. Here's some of these too. These Copic markers. Their tips are different, so they kind of look a little different. Let's see, this one. Oh, Van Gogh washi tape. I could have put Van Gogh washi tape on here. And I don't know if I've influenced any of you guys into watching Gaynor Paddle. I love her videos. She reminds me a lot of me. It seems to be a little bit more from the heart, genuine. I'm sure she has like a manager and all that. I don't know. But she announced yesterday on her, because she posts on Thursdays, that she's having a mastectomy. She just said, I'm having a mastectomy. I will be gone for a little bit. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh. So sending out good Van Gogh vibes and personal vibes to Gaynor Paddle. For sure. She doesn't know who I am from Adam. I know. All right. I'm kind of looking through my paper here. Let me go through that envelope first and see what I kind of stuck in there. I'm saving this piece of paper because I would think I want to put it on the cover, but I got to put different colors of pink. There's no pink in Van Gogh. That could kind of go. Oh, I had this blue tissue paper. I forgot. I wonder what this will look like under this blue, underneath this blue tissue paper. Where did I get this from? Something off of Etsy, but I can't read that. It's like in French. gives it some texture. Stuff still shows through, and it still has the junk appeal. I might just do that. This came to me while I was cleaning up this room too. All this stuff, just all the stars aligned for Van Gogh. I better put this side on here because the other side's my cut side. And it's crooked. Well, both sides are crooked. That's the manufacturer side. All right, I think I am going to put that over here. And use this very technical way of trimming this. So I have been told that there are videos giving you tips about assembling the Van Gogh Lego set. So maybe I'll go on that and say, okay, why does my tree not fit in here? And I try to look ahead a little bit to see if there's an extra little peg that you put in there. I can't find it so far. Okay. Now, I think I might try to add something from here. Oh. Maybe I was going to put maps. Let's just cut out some of this stuff. See what it looks like. I'm going to cut off. You new people don't know this story. Many of you may not know this story. The last time I went to New York, was it the last time or the second to the last time? I went twice by myself. I know. But the last time I went was in 2017. And I think New York is getting a lot of issues close to San Francisco with thievery and thuggery, for lack of a better word. Thuggery, is that a word? I don't think so. Let's just see what these guys look like on that. Is that too much? But I assign myself little assignments like ride 7. I like the number 7. 7 modes of transportation and 7 different sites that you haven't seen before. Or like I always include the Metropolitan because I love that, and or MoMA. But I spent a morning at the main branch of the New York Public Library, and it's fabulous. No, that's not true. I went in there, but then I went across, kitty corner across the street is like a research branch, and I pulled out a bunch of map books and sat there and just wrote in a composition notebook all these notes. And I came home and ordered one of the books I looked at, and it was just beautiful old antique vintage maps. And I'm like, but I sat there and I was drawing the artwork on a map, the beautiful like legend area. The old ones are beautiful. If you ever want to see some gorgeous maps, go to the Vatican. Just saying. They have beautiful maps there. I don't know if I want to put this up traditionally in the positions that it should be. Maybe not. I'm not sure I'm sold on this yet. Maybe this piece is too big. I'm going to hold off on this for a second here. Let's see if we can find something else in here. Uh-oh, I need to charge my little thingy. I said I was going to do a map. See, this one is cool. The Rhine. I've been down the Rhine. All the way from Amsterdam to Budapest. Yes. The Danube. A lot of the Danube. Viking River Cruises. If you really want me to influence you. Now, see, this could be kind of cool, but then that would take away all the blue that I just put down. I don't know. But I love Viking River Cruises. They're a little bit more expensive. They're much smaller. See, I love the writing. But there's usually... we're not into all the fun and games and the bar drinking and all that kind of stuff, even though there is a bar. But there's usually only like 350 people. Now, the river cruises are smaller than the ocean. They have ocean cruises now, but they only still like 1,000 people. Not even, including crew, 1,000. And we just like that environment. We took our friends that we went to Ireland with on one because we had convinced them. And it wasn't their game. They like the shows. They like the trivia games at night. They're not heavy. Well, two of them like craft beers, but they're not, huge drinkers. So all that doesn't matter to them. But they're not for everyone. And we may be older than we should be, but we like them. Oh, I like this. It's like a Greek and Latin lessons. Maybe these are Greek little Van Gogh birds. I'm not sold on that either. But I do love to travel. I grew up traveling. I was 3 months in the back of a station, 3 months old in the back of a station wagon in the Smoky Mountains. And my mother grew up traveling, and she taught my dad how to do it. And then we have all done it. All three of my sisters have done it. All three of us have done it. And then I taught my husband how to do it, because in the South, in his generation, you went to the beach. You just went to the beach every summer. And if you could. And I'm like, there's more to the world than the beach, right? This was not done by Van Gogh, though. I think it was one of his. Maybe he did do this. I'm just not sure what I want to do. But anyhow, I taught my husband how to travel. But as we get older, he hates sitting on a plane for long. He could never have done Vietnam. When I said I wanted to go, he said, knock yourself out. And I was going to go by myself. I was going with a tour group, but I was going to go by myself, which I'm not afraid to do. And you meet like-minded people when you're on those kind of things, I think. And I met some great people, my friend and I, but she ended up needing to spend some money, so her soon-to-be ex-husband couldn't get it, because he's taking everything she earned, everything. And I know women do that to men. I just don't approve of either one doing. Oh, wait a minute. This is my own paper here. That's just my personal opinion. Y'all can do what you want. Do I put like little circles? Ooh. Punches? Punches? Where are my punches? Here's my big one. I could do a stack of this color. I might do that. I just don't approve of either spouse taking advantage of each other. And I know the only other time I've been divorced, we had absolutely no money, poorest church mice, and no kids, thankfully. So it was a blessing in disguise. All right, let's see what this looks like. One of my birds flew away. Where's my bird? Come back, birdie. close it up in the book. Sorry, I think I just hit you. Hopefully you're still going. All right, where's my bird? This happens a lot too. It's not cut up in these other pages. Oh, good grief. All right. I think I like that. I like a good stack. There's a bird out there right now. Going through the book again. Where did my bird go? It's not on the floor. I might have to cut off the camera for a minute because I might say some choice words here. Oh, here it is. You heard me, huh? All right, I don't want them placed perfectly on these circles. So I'm wondering, do I want them offset a little bit? I like that. I'm going with it. Don't you fly away. We saw a bunch of osprey yesterday on the boat. It was so hot though. The poor dog. We had water on the boat for him, and he was under the awning. He was in my husband's lap most of the time, and he sits under the awning because of his skin issues, and my sister was under there because of the heat issues, and I was out in the sun. But I might go back out there again today, but I really have had, I just haven't been out in the sun a lot in the last, I've got my confidence back going in the water with my foot. I know that's stupid. It should have been fine, but it's taken me quite a while to get. For those of you who don't know, I shattered my ankle a couple years ago, really bad. And although at the party, it's not a party, the celebration of life for my friend's mom in California, there was another lady there that had one of her cousins, kids. No, I think it was a cousin. Anyhow, I might put a little washi tape. She had shattered an ankle. And she has 4 plates and like 16 pins. I'm like, ooh, I only have 2 plates and 8 pins in my ankle. But when you do that when you're older, which I was older, I did it in 2020. Yeah. Not a good time. I think I'm just going to kind of put this as a border. But luckily it was on 9/10. Supposed to have surgery on 9/11, but I had already had a Frappuccino. And he goes, all right, come back on Monday, because that was on a Friday. And he goes, come back on Monday. We're doing your surgery. And I'm like, that's how he told me how bad it was. I'm like, surgery? He goes, oh yeah. He goes, you will have some pins and some plates in your foot. I'm like, what? Okay, I think I'm just, well, hold on. I think it needs a little more washi tape. Oh, this is Gunner. I dropped one, but it's Gunner, our dog. You should have seen him when our attic is in our hallway, the entrance. And when we brought the stairs down, I don't think Gunner's ever seen those. And he goes, what is this? The ceiling's moving. And he's like, what is that? That kind of brings in some more blue and yellow rather than just the greens. But the greens highlight the greens that I did, so I'm okay with both of them. But this definitely adds some of the swirl. So there. Okay, that's good. I put my washi tape in my bento box for right now. This we got at, my sister and I went to one of those immersed Van Gogh experiences that they had in Sacramento last year when I flew out there. And this was in the gift shop. I'm like, I don't know what I want it for, but I know I want it. And then I have my tote bag. I have my watercolors. And this that I bought, this is my nemesis right now, that tree. My books, my stickers. Oh, that's what we need. We need some stickers. Jeez. This was supposed to be a short video. All right, let's put, those are, ooh, these are pretty blues right here. This is the back page. This is a sticker book that I got at our museum here that had a Van Gogh exhibit. Artists that had been inspired by Van Gogh. And then they had this Van Gogh room that was set up like one of his paintings. And that was kind of cool. But they had this in the gift shop at our museum. Like, it's just a poster that you can design with all these dots. But I'm like, no. We're going to use those dots. So I love me a good circle. Let's see what other color blues I have here. Ooh, there's some blue. Ooh, that's more greens. Oh, here's a pretty blue. A moody blue. Here's another moody blue. A different color moody blue. I think this is even different. Oh. They look purple. Okay, that looks cute. We're stopping. That's it. Tomorrow is window. I have that one kind of planned in my head too, just because of a painting of his. But I love this green here. I'm going to leave that. I really need to find some more blue. How many minutes have I been going for? Quite a while, I think. I'm going to look at my filing cabinet here. Oh dear. After I get my file folder unstuck. Ooh. Ooh. When you're a paper hoarder, you surprise yourself all the time. Not that pink, but those colors. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, I like that. That's moody. All right. There's a bunch of scrap stuff painted. Let's just see what we can come up with. Possibly. I love that, but it's not the right color combo. Ooh, I love that, but again, that's not the right color combo. Maybe if I was doing sunflowers. Ooh, that's pretty. There's a bunch of circles. Most of these are Jelly Place based. Maybe other stuff added to it. And or granddaughter. When she still wanted to do stuff with us. She's just in her awkward phase. It's breaking our hearts, but it is what it is. Right now we are not. Ooh, that's pretty for sunflowers. That's her. That's got her name written all over it. Ooh, that's pretty. That's on a... Ooh. That's good. And that's on United Nation paper. This one's kind of good too. This is more recent. When you see stuff carved into it. Ooh, that's good for Halloween. Put that out for the Halloween pile. Ooh, that's got glitter in it, but that's kind of pretty. Ooh. Too much pink. Pink. Ooh. What is this? Oh. I like that, but it's not appropriate for what we're doing. This could be. That could be. Oh, this is gorgeous. You see all this gunk on the edges? I just love all that. That's like fresco, old wall style. Thank you, Robin McClendon, for teaching me some of that stuff. And making me use colors outside of... There must be some kind of matte medium on here because they're shiny and it's smooth. Oh, look here. Look here. I mean, look at all that. That is gorgeous to me. Oh, I love... Oh, this is fabulous. That's just leaving gunk on your jelly plate and capturing it. I love a good jelly plate. All right. This goes back in the filing cabinet. All right. What are we doing tomorrow? Oh, yeah, window. But we're working with this. I might put a little blue right. Let's just do that. We're just going to take a little bit of this blue. And where's my ruler? Put it on here. We're adding junk to our junk. I kind of want those drippy sides, drippy look effect. It's a little bit too thick and a little bit too long. Because I like this. This was a pine needle experiment that I did last year. That I love. Okay, we're going to put that down. And that could help with our window. Maybe a little bit, but it sure gives us a pretty background. And that blue is so pretty with the greens for him. Okay, now we're stopping. Sometimes you get started and you can't stop. But on my walk this morning, 5 deer. But look at the color of this leaf already in our neighbor's yard. Then look at the size of that one and look at the color there. But I'm going to put Mod Podge on them and save them because the other one I put Mod Podge on the other day is gorgeous. Where might my Mod Podge be? That is the question. Will I put Mod Podge on it or not? Where did I put that? I spent half my day doing this. Where's so-and-so? All right. Thanks for watching. See you all tomorrow. Bye.